Remember when your parents used to tell you that you'd never get anywhere in the world or be able to make a living if you spent your days playing video games? Well, it turns out they're wrong. There are now quite a few different professions that involve playing a video game all day. And eventually, play to earn will be the dominant model in the gaming industry. Brush up on your 360 no-scope skills, call in your airdrops. It's time to play to gain. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoy Crypto, home of the BitSquad, the largest and greatest crypto community in all the interwebs. My name is Ben. Every day on this channel, I show you how to make money in crypto. If you like money and crypto, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to go deeper into crypto, make sure to check out bitlabacademy.com. In this video, we're going to dive into the world of play to earn games and explore some of the BitSquad's favorite offerings in this space. Giving people the ability to earn money just for playing a game will have massive implications for the gaming industry and the world economy as a whole. But we are still in the very early stages of this process. Many of the play-to-earn games that are available today have simple graphics and mechanics, just like the games that I remember from when I was a kid, because there are still some scaling limitations with blockchain technology, and until recently, there wasn't a ton of money being invested in these games. However, with Layer 2 solutions on Ethereum and competitive Layer 1s, we now have the throughput capabilities to host active gaming economies. We've also had games like Axie Infinity prove that this is an area worth investing in. Now, billions of dollars are being invested in blockchain gaming startups, and developers are working to build the next generation of play-to-earn games. Many of the most anticipated games in this space are still in development. Some of them might not be released for another few years, but there are still plenty of games that you can start making money with today. Axie Infinity is without a doubt the most recognized game in crypto gaming, but there's already a ton of coverage out there on this game. You'll need a minimum of at least $500 to start playing if you aren't able to get a scholarship. So instead, we'll cover some of the games that have a lower barrier to entry and that may not have gotten as much attention as Axie has this year. Gods Unchained is a card game similar to Axie Infinity that was released around the same time, 2018. Gods Unchained has a smaller user base than Axie Infinity, and the payouts have traditionally been much smaller as well. But that is starting to change after two massive airdrops received by the community, which gave early supporters tens of thousands of dollars and generated a ton of new hype for the game. It's already introduced a new play-to-earn mechanic that could help players get more value out of their time spent in the game. However, the fact that so many people continue to play Gods Unchained, even though the payout started out low, just shows that this team has created a game that's actually fun to play, has an appeal beyond just the play-to-earn features. Regular players of Gods Unchained were recently treated to two large airdrops just for playing the game and trading the cards. In the last month alone, Gods Unchained players were airdropped the IMX token because Gods Unchained is launching on the Immutable X Layer 2 network. Later, they were also airdropped the Gods Unchained Gods Governance tokens around the same time. Between both tokens, the airdrop amounted to tens of thousands of dollars for many users. Most gamers say that Gods Unchained is much more competitive than Axie Infinity, requiring more effort and skill from players. Unlike Axie Infinity, Gods Unchained is actually free to play, so the financial barrier to entry is very low, but there are more intensive hardware requirements. In order to play Gods Unchained, you will need to download a desktop application that requires a high-performance laptop or home computer to run properly. There are plans for a mobile app in the future, but no specific date has been announced for that yet. Another popular crypto card game called Splinterlands is probably one of the most accessible, because it doesn't cost much to get involved and the hardware requirements are minimal. It can be played on both mobile devices and in desktop browsers. And a starter deck of cards only set you back about $10. Back in September, Taylor Carmichael of The Motley Fool wrote about how he ended up building a deck worth over $12,000 with just a $10 investment on a starter deck. It took him over a year to build this expensive collection, but $12,000 is life-changing money for some people, especially in third world countries, even if it takes a year or so to accumulate. Splinterlands is also running a year-long airdrop for people who participate in the game economy. If you buy and hold dark energy crystals, the game's primary currency, you'll be awarded a proportional amount of SPS governance tokens every single day for the next several months. Don't ever spit on another man's crystals. The power level of your card deck will also factor into the size of your airdrop. For the next month, Splinterlands is running the Chaos Legion event, where an entirely new deck of cards is up for grabs. If you decide that you want to buy one of the card packs to open yourself, take your chances on landing a rare card, make sure you buy some potions first. They only cost a few cents a piece, and they increase your chances of getting a high-ranking card. One of the super cool things about Splinterlands is that it is very easy for a casual player to jump in and understand the game because all you need to do is pick your cards, and then the game battles your opponent automatically. The outcome of the match is determined when you pick your cards. You can even skip ahead to the end of the game if you already have a good idea about what the results are going to be. But watching games is a good way to learn and develop strategies, so don't take advantage of that feature too much. Another game to check out is Blankos Block Party, which just entered its open beta phase earlier this month after several months of limited access for early supporters. Blankos' graphics and gameplay are really impressive compared to most of the other options in this space. It actually looks a lot like something you would find on Xbox or PlayStation, where you can compete against other players in a variety of different minigames. This means that you'll need a high-performance computer in order to play. The maps in this game have been created by the community, and you can create your own map if you want to as well. Eventually, players will be able to contribute to experience by making their own games. But for now, there are a few standard types of matches: races, shooters, and vibe collectors. The names for these are pretty self-explanatory. In races, you race opponents through a course. In the shooters, you battle opponents in a shooter-style game. In vibe collector, try to collect as many items as you possibly can in a limited time. This game has some big backers, including A16Z, one of the biggest investment firms in crypto, who recently invested $150 million in Mythical Games, the company behind Blankos Block Party. The firm gave the company a staggering $1.25 billion valuation, so you can be sure that this game will have a ton of hype and support behind it. Few honorable mentions to this list would have to be the Sandbox and CoinLeague, two projects that we've talked about on this channel a lot over the past year. Sandbox will soon be releasing its full game and rolling out the play-to-earn mechanics. A small group of players are currently experimenting in an alpha demo version of the Sandbox, and the reviews have been overwhelmingly positive. CoinLeague is another play-to-earn game that we've talked about a lot here on this channel. This is a price prediction game similar to fantasy football, but you're predicting asset prices for crypto assets instead of winners and losers of football games. CoinLeague runs on Polygon, so that makes it dirt cheap to get into. With all the wild market swings happening lately, the competition on CoinLeague has been getting fierce. Check out our full review of CoinLeague by clicking above. Play-to-earn gaming is a paradigm shift in not just the gaming industry, but also how blockchain will be developed. It's an avenue for mass adoption because it bridges the gap between young hardcore gamers, casual gamers to get into crypto. The next 5 years are going to see explosive adoption, and the potential for bear market gains is very high. Don't miss out on these and other gaming tokens. That's all I got. Be blessed. Way out.